Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Anna, and I'm a 19-year-old student at the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee. My passion is makeup, and that's exactly what I want to do with this YouTube channel. I want to just play around with makeup. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Today's YouTube video, I'm going to be trying on a full face of Dollar Tree makeup. I don't know if you guys remember, in the late 2010s, there was a trend of big name makeup gurus trying on makeup from different retail stores. A lot of them were low end, and those personally were my favorite because they honestly found some really good gems in those, like, Five Below or Dollar Tree or Walmart. And so that's exactly what I'm set out to do, because honestly, I think these stores have rebranded a lot. I think they've had a lot of new products come in. So I really just want to get into what the makeup actually is, see if it works, see if it's good. So that's exactly what I'm going to be doing. Okay, I have the bag here with me. Now, the total of this shopping experience was $14 and some cents, but basically $14. So I'm a little nervous because there was certain things that the store did not even carry. Like, it didn't have concealer, and the one concealer that I found, it wasn't really called concealer. It was called something like liquid makeup, and it was really dark. It would not be for me. So the base routine may be a little iffy, but for the rest, I'm really excited. I've seen some really cool products that I think are really trending right now, and if there's an alternative dupe for them, I'm totally here for it. When I got to the store, I was so impressed with the wide variety of items and makeup products, and there was a lot of dupes for high-end and just viral products in general that were really cool and unique. I also thought it was interesting that there was a lot of products that were over $1 that they were selling. Hi, I'm back with absolutely no makeup on, so I'm just going to do a little bit of moisture just so this makeup doesn't completely dry me out. In case you want to know, I use the Good Molecules lightweight moisturizer. I just think it's perfect. I have really sensitive skin, I have dry skin, but I also have acne-prone skin. I know, counterintuitive, but it's literally the only thing that won't break me out, so I absolutely love it. Here it is in all of its glory. Let's put this on the face. Oh, it has like a little squish tube. Okay. I do not know how much to take because I don't know how blurring it is. So I'm just going to do where my pores are to start. Okay, it has a very cream consistency. It doesn't feel very, it's kind of thick. I don't know if it feels very, like, blurring yet. I don't know. We're going to have to do a close-up of the skin and we'll decide. I feel like my skin looks more matte than it did before. I also feel like it's slightly drying. Okay. I don't really feel like I did a whole lot, but that's okay. We'll see how it layers with the rest of the makeup. Okay, so my face is feeling a little bit tight. I don't really know if there's anything I can do about that now. But hopefully it just absorbs into my skin. Next, we're moving on with foundation, which they really don't have. But what they do have is they have this little cute pump, and it's called Liquid Makeup. And this was the only product I could find that was semi-similar to my skin, because there was only two colors, and one was too dark, and then this was the other option. So we're gonna test it out. I just wanted to try this one because it looks eerie familiar to a product I know too well, the NYX Professional Bear With Me Concealer. I don't know if I gave them with the both in frame, but it has a pink pump. Like, it looks similar. This is it out the packaging. It has a nice little lid to it. Looks nice. We're gonna do a little test. This is what the product looks on my hand. It's a lot thicker than I expected it to be, because I feel like when I get low end, oh, it's a much better shade and color than I really thought it was gonna be. I was really nervous before. Which when I get lower ends makeup, I tend to find that it's more watery, if anything. So it being really thick is quite promising, although it doesn't look, as I'm kind of blending with my finger, that it has like a lot of coverage. But I'm gonna put some on my face, I'm gonna put some on my under eyes because I don't have concealer, and I'm gonna blend it out and we're gonna see what we think. What I'm seeing already is, see when I put it down, see how it's lifting instead of blending in? See, it's like peeling off. I don't know why it's doing that, so that's a little nervous. I like to rub it in my face a little bit and then I go in with a beauty blender, just so I'm blending it a little bit and it's not absorbing so much of the products. I'm gonna use my Trice Little Beauty Blender. We're gonna go in and yeah. Okay, so this is not going well at all. I'm gonna show you that, I don't know if you can see, but the product is quite literally like peeling off into like little chunks. And I'm unable to get like a good solid blend with the beauty blender. So don't really know what to do. I'm gonna wipe some of the product off, go back in with the product and just immediately blend it so it has no time to dry, and hopefully that changes and fixes it a little bit. I tried my absolute best to blend this in as best as I could before it started drying, but as you can see, it's still peeling, and it's peeling all over my nose, and there's really nothing I can do besides take it off. So the product that is laying, not well, but it's laying, I'm going to not bother. But the product that is completely peeling off, I'm going to just remove with a wipe in order for this process to keep going and to give the other products a fair shot. Honestly, I think I look better with no makeup, but that's okay. We're going to move on to our next product, which is liquid contour. Look at this shade. Look at me. Look at this shade. Look at me. I know that it is dark, but it's literally the only thing I could find, so I'm just going to use it sparingly. But yeah. But I just needed something for the bronzer set because, shockingly enough, I could not find really any bronzing products. This is the only thing I could have that I could find, but that wasn't like bronzing drops, which I personally just hate. I don't like them. Yeah, so here is the product. Oh my god, no. There's glitter inside of here. I don't know if you can see that, but yep, there's glitter inside the contour. This is gonna be terrible. Okay, that's actually not as terrible as the color that I thought it was gonna be, although it low-key is like a dookie color. Yeah, does not look promising, but I'm gonna give it I'm gonna be optimistic because I need a win after whatever the hell liquid makeup is. By the way, my review of this, terrible. Do not buy it. Do not buy it. It's just awful. I'm gonna blend this out with my bronzer brush. Did it just disappear? No, it's very much there. Okay, cool. That blended out nice. Okay, what I'm finding out is all of these products dry extremely quickly, and I'm gonna assume it's because most of the bases on these are an alcohol base because it is pretty cheap to make, and it's easy to transport. That's what I'm gonna assume, because these are all completely dried down by the time I get to them. Now, lucky enough, they're not terrible to blend, so it's not hard to blend them when they're dry. It's just not what the product I think was made for. And so if you map out your face like I do beforehand, don't do that with this. But I can't even lie, it's not honestly the worst bronzer I've ever had. I don't know if I can recommend this one though. The shade range was terrible because there was no shade range. There was one color that was in stock. And I don't know, it dries down weird. But once again, the routine is not over yet, so still holding out hope. Next is blush. And I'm gonna have you look at the packaging of this and just think in your head silently out loud, what does this remind you of? Does it remind you of a certain really big brand that does liquid wands? Yeah, I think this looks a lot like the Charlotte Tilbury one, but whatever. I don't care. If it's a good dupe, it's a good dupe. This is it out the packaging. This one was much easier to open. Honestly, I think it's cute, and I think this color is really cute. It's like a really bright pink. So I'm looking forward to it. It's one of these dope applicators. That looks very pretty color. Can't wait to try it out on my face. Sorry, it's really noisy. Okay, 2 dots. I don't know how pigmented this is going to be because honestly, none of the products so far have been pigmented. So I'm not really scared. I'm going to use this brush. It's just like a flat brush. Okay, so what did I literally just say? None of these products have been pigmented thus far. Yet this is so freaking pigmented. What is happening? What the? When I tell you none of these products have been pigmented, like the bronzer, I put a lot on there, girl, it was not pigmented. What the? But see, as it dries down, there's less on this one. I don't know. I have really no idea. This one I'm living for. It's so easy to blend. It honestly blurs the skin too. That looks so much better on the cheek. I do understand that it's really bright. I'm going to go in with a beauty blender and diffuse the blush a little bit. So I went ahead and I diffused the blush as best as I could. And I honestly think that it's looking really good. Also ignore the redness right here. That's just from my face. This is from the blush. Honestly, I think this is the first product so far that I would recommend. I think this is really nice. It's pigmented. I'm going to do a wear test and tell you how I think it wears throughout a day. But besides that, I think this is the best product I found so far. I forgot to list the brand of this one before I ripped it out the packaging. This one is from, it's called Next. I have hope for, because this is also Marie Claire. And the Marie Claire was the best product we've had so far. So I'm excited. This is a setting powder. I do not know why brands like Dollar Tree, Five Below, even Walmart sometimes does not believe in setting powder. They don't carry it ever. Walmart, of course, is now very expensive, so now it does. But Dollar Tree and Five Below never have setting powder. Never have setting powder. And I mean like loose setting powder. They love getting these translucent. It's white. It's white. I'm not crazy. It's white. So I'm honestly a little scared, but this is what it looks like in the packaging. It is white. Once again, I am scared, but we're just going to go ahead because we need something to set this terrible foundation in place. Here she is out the packaging. She's white. I am going to be taking my trusty little powder puff and I'm going to be dipping in, really coating it. The color, white. Okay. Just slightly nervous. Okay. It's not terrible so far. I'm going to kind of just powder the whole face and then I'm going to bring you up and close so you can kind of see. Oh my gosh. It has a smell to it. A really strong, it smells like your grandma's perfume. Like it genuinely smells like an old woman who's like has a really big inheritance and you really want her to leave it to you. That's what it smells like. Oh, okay. I think I'm noticing my first problem with this powder. As I'm trying to set it all over my face, it doesn't really melt in. Now, to be fair, I don't think the foundation, if we can call it that, does a great job melting into the skin because it doesn't. It sits right on top. but still, I think there's probably something more that it could be doing. It looks really dull, but can I do a close-up? See, I think that makes it look so much better already. I feel like it really helped with my pores. I mean, you can still kind of see where the horrible liquid makeup went wrong, but I think it really helps it blur, because I'm not really even seeing anything too crazy up on my mirror, but yeah, I think this looks good so far. This next product is one that I'm really excited for. It is from the brand Be Pure, and I absolutely love the packaging. I think it's so cute that it comes with its own two-sided spoolie. I think that's really cool. And I love just a clear brow gel, so I'm really excited to try this out. And I'm always looking for a cheap brow gel because it's just clear gel. Why is it like $24? Like the Benefit one is, I think, still $24. Like, I don't know. And I love the Benefit one, so it really sucks. I don't know why it has to be so freaking expensive, but yeah. Look at this one. As I have the product in my hand, it reminds me exactly of the NYX one. It feels exactly like it, and I'm really excited to try it. I'm gonna bring the camera up really close for this as I put the gel in. It has one of these applicators. I don't really like these. I think they're really cheap, and I think they don't really do a good job. But, you know, the whole point of the series is cheap, so I'd be so surprised if it wasn't. I'm just going through and I'm just coating the brows right now. What I will say about this gel that I'm finding is that it is really wet. I feel like it's really watery. And I feel like every time that I pull the spoolie out of the gel, it gets water or whatever the gel mixture is kind of everywhere. So that's not really desirable. And I also feel like when my brows are wet, they actually look just skinnier, which I don't exactly love. First, I'm going to come through with the little side, and then I'm going to try the big side. I know people have like a lot of mixed feelings when it comes to like these little makeup brushes coming with things. I personally like them if they work. If they don't, we're just wasting plastic. For example, that side of the brush that I just tried does not work at all. Yeah, that really sucked. This one's not very good either. This one, look at that. Yeah, no. This is, yeah, that's garbage. Okay, we're gonna go back to this spoolie because I think that was the one I had better luck with. I'm gonna wipe off just a little bit of the product just so I just have the regular spoolie so I can get back in to the brows. Okay, this is an extremely sticky formula, but I think in a good way, because I feel like they're already I could already feel it drying down. They're staying together, so it keeps that nice fluffy look, and they're not moving. So honestly, this might be another win for today. I'm gonna go back in with some of my blush and some of my contour just on a fluffy brush because they didn't have a lot of powder versions of these products. So I just want to come back and reinforce some of that color after I put this powder on. So I'm gonna go do that off camera really quick just because you've already seen both of these. Okay, so I went ahead and I just put some more color back into the skin, and I think it's looking okay. And I'm going to be doing mascara. I picked out this mascara because they had a couple, but this one kind of drew me in because it reminds me of like a L'Oreal Paris mascara, like the design of it. And this is from a brand that I had not seen on the shelves yet, which is from BI, which is Beauty Institution. This is in shade Black, which to me implies that they have other shades, which I would be interested if this one works. Like, that'd be so fun if there's multicolored and other shades. So they say this is rich in color, and it says it's smudge proof and it's curling. So we're gonna put all those things to the test today. I'm so gagged by this. Look, you know how it looks like? It's mascara, literally looks like it's square mascara, but it's not. Literally look at it. I don't know why they felt the need to do square on one side, but they did not keep it. I have no clue, so yeah. Once again, we're getting up close and personal for the mascara. This is what the wand looks like. It looks cheap and not very good, and the mascara kind of looks watery, but I don't care. I'm going to give it a absolutely fair shot. Okay, so right off the bat, it actually is coating the lashes. And I'm actually getting a good amount of product in the lashes without them drooping, which I feel like is nice, which I don't usually find with mascaras that are pretty cheap. I'm just gonna go ahead and coat them fully so that I can kind of get like a grasp on how volumizing and curling, because that is what they claim to be, we're just gonna put it to the test. Okay, first coat on, and you can immediately tell a difference. Now, what I will say is I was blessed with very thick eyelashes. So this mascara may not look the same on everybody, but this is what it looks like on me, and I think automatically it made a really big difference, and I honestly don't hate it. So I'm gonna go and do the other one, and this is just a reminder, this is coat 1. I will do a second coat when it fully dries. Wow, I think for one coat of mascara, that does look pretty good. I think it does exactly what the box says it does. I feel like it really curls them, and I feel like they look nice. For $1.25, I think they look great. Okay, I just went ahead and did my second coat. Ignore how I got mascara in there. Also, you can see that the bronzer did not blend really well, but that's okay. We're not thinking about that right now. The mascara looks, I think, really good, though. I just did a little bit on the bottom, and I think they look great. I am super excited for the next two products because they're one of my favorite things ever. They're lip products. This one I'm super excited for because this is a lip liner stain, which I feel like is so trendy right now. It's something that I've been currently so obsessed with. And if this works, I'm going to rob every single Dollar Tree. Just kidding. But seriously, I really hope this works because this would be amazing. The other one I picked up because I thought it looked eerie familiar to another product that I think we all know and love. This is a lip plumper from Ione. Now, I love Ione. I love their lashes. They sell them at the Dollar Tree. They're just beautiful lashes and a great deal because they're only $1.25 each. Now, this is a lip plumper oil. And my problem with this is, do you see the design of this bottle? It's a little bit like a curve, which is very familiar to me, to another really famous makeup brand that also has their lip oils in a shape like this. So I'm really excited to try it because honestly, if it is a dupe, they even have the ridges on the side. If this is a dupe, that's so nice because those lip oils are like $24. Now, the difference between this one and that one is that this is also a lip plumper, and it literally has a warning on the box that says it's hot. So I'm gonna put that to the test. This is her off the packaging, and she looks very cute. This is the tip. It looks like a marker. No joke. I'm gonna go ahead and just outline my lips. Right off the bat, it's very watery. It's kind of hard to direct where the liquid is gonna go just because it's so watery. Also, I think I still have some of that liquid makeup on my lip. So far, I think that's gorgeous. I think it's a beautiful color. So we're gonna put it to a little wear test. Okay, I'm just gonna go up and go over the Cupid's bow because I think it wasn't really runny when I did it. So I'm gonna go try that again, but I think the bottom looks amazing, and I honestly, it smudged a little bit, but not really. Yeah, it's not really coming off at all. I mean, barely, a little residue, but nothing crazy. That looks absolutely beautiful. I'm so obsessed with that. Now let's get into this beautiful shimmer. I'm so excited. It is a little small, which is totally okay because it was $1. And this is the applicator, if it'll focus, which it won't, which is fine, acceptable, honestly, at this point. And Oh yeah, that is Shimmer, if I've ever seen it. Immediately I'm hit with a really strong whiff of whatever like hot flavoring that is. I can like feel my throat closing. It tastes very peppermint. It's strong peppermint. That's gorgeous. That's a stunning lip. Okay, that's gorgeous. Yeah. So this is our complete look. Of course, this is a more natural look. There's no heavy lashes. There's no eyeshadow or eyeliner. That is mostly because I really couldn't find a lot of those products at least my store. But I do want to go through the products that I really enjoyed and I would recommend. Okay, and in order to decide which products I like, which products I recommend, and which ones I think honestly could be thrown away or just stop being manufactured, I'm gonna go through each step of the makeup routine and just kind of give my feedback and my opinion. Starting off with the Ageless Primer. I don't know if it did a whole lot, and it was a little bit drying for me. But maybe if you have oilier skin and you want to kind of conceal that oil, maybe this like would work for you. So up to you. This is terrible. I don't think it works for anybody, and I think it should really be they should just stop making it. It's really not good, and it peels completely off. So that's really not fun. We come to the liquid bronzer. It would be fine if there was not literal glitter in it, because like I put it on the back of my hand and there's just a residue of glitter, which I don't want, and I don't think anybody really wants in their bronzer. I don't know why companies do it. I don't really get it, whatever, but there's literal glitter in it. So I don't love that. And I also don't love the color. I don't think it's really flattering on me. I don't think it's flattering on a lot of people. And I just genuinely could not recommend this for the sole factor that there's literally one shade. There is no other shades. So I don't really feel comfortable recommending a singular shade that kind of looks like doo-doo. So yeah, moving on. This blush, one of the best things to come out of this entire video, this blush by Marie Claire. This is so good. I mean, it's not actually Charlotte Tilbury, but like I think it's really nice. It got a nice color. It was smoothing, pretty color, pigmented, blends beautifully. Yeah, recommend. I thought it was great. Moving on to this powder. The powder worked fine. It was very blurring, which I loved because I had to cover up whatever the hell this was. But I thought it was very blurring. Thought it was really pretty. Except for it's white. It's white. And even on me, it kind of left a little bit of white cast. And I think if this was on literally anybody else, it would be ghostly. So yeah, there was one other color at the store, but it was actually brown. Like I picked it up because I thought it was a bronzer. It was actually brown. So it wasn't like peachy or anything, no. So there's literally 2 shades. So I don't know. I don't feel comfortable recommending this because I don't think it has enough colors. At least at the Dollar Tree. At least at the Dollar Tree at my house, it didn't have any colors. This mascara, low-key shocked me. Did I think it was the craziest, most voluminous mascara ever? No, I did not. But it did exactly what it said it was going to do. It was black. It actually had great pigment, and it was curling. I think my eyelashes look very curled, and I didn't even use a curler. So I thought that worked great. This brow gel. My brows are so glued down. It is a little sticky. It is a little sticky. So deductive point for that. But I thought it was great because they're stuck in place. Like they're not moving, which I love. So I would recommend this. I'm not one for plumping glosses, but I do think that shine is really pretty. So if you like plumpers, I would recommend. This lip liner, I was pleasantly surprised with. I don't think it's like an indestructible stain. Like I think some water could remove it, but for the price point that it is, I think it works great and I would recommend. So yes, this has been a full face of Dollar Tree makeup with me, Anna. If you liked anything that you saw, you know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. And also just follow along if you like makeup and you like the way I did my makeup. Follow along with me. And yeah. Also, if you have anything you want to see or any other stores you want me to try, let me know. Bye!